Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hopefully, we have a good show tonight. Hopefully, you folks can hear me just fine. I've got a new face, a big new development, a big new face for Gorlworld. Somebody in a comment section I read earlier, this always happens. I didn't bother to put down their name. My apologies. But the internet commenter, she said this person here, Willow, is like the Chantal of TikTok. Let's find out. Is she not? I don't know. But in the meanwhile, let me welcome everybody, all you fine folks in. Oh, we've already got a comment about Willow. Charm School Reject. Willow, the condescending and dripping with sarcasm and superiority lolcow. Good way to describe her. I have found she is almost harder to tolerate than Chinny. I think it depends on the person. I will say that up front that Foodie definitely seems to be a much worse pet owner. But other than that, this lady's more annoying in my opinion. All right, Nutty, welcome in. Let me take off my little video real quick, my little bumper. I'm having a brain. There we go. And that's Miss Nada Beezer, my correspondent on the Dr. Phil News Network. Actually, put that back. This is Miss Nada Beezer. She is my assistant, my correspondent, my news presenter. I think she does a pretty good job. She's just a stock video I found. Unfortunately, Ms. Nada Beezer does not exist, but I thought she was a clever person. Okay, so let's welcome everybody in here again. Nutty, level 80 Ranger of Garlic Butter. Hey, Dr. Phil, mods and chat. Oh, excellent. Yes, everyone, please hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Hopefully, we'll have a good show for you tonight. Got a full card of Gorlworld. Anybody playing Gorlworld Bingo, Gorlworld Poker? Got a full house tonight. Mouse Toes, welcome in. Fiona's mom, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you too. Hey, IC847, good to see you. Oh, hope to see you. Hope you enjoy the replay, IC. Thank you for all your support. My 500-pound life. Hope you're having a great night. Hey, welcome in, Fatty to Fed. Hope you're having a good evening. Hippieista, good to see you again. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great night yourself, and hopefully you're doing well with your eating and with your medication. I know Hippieista kind of been our test subject with the Mounjaro, but she's been reporting pretty good results overall. So hopefully that's continuing. Let's see. Let's welcome everybody else in here. All right. Make sure we got everybody. If I miss anyone, my apologies. A skeeter. Ooh, I cannot stand mosquitoes. She is always grifting money. This new lady, Sweet Madness. She's always asking for money. And I have some videos that really show it how blatant she is. She did a video about how the Queen died. And she turned it into a request for money. Because her mom was Scottish, apparently. Because her mom was Scottish, she needed somebody to send her 20 pounds, 20 English or pound sterling. Yeah. She is very angry, fallen angel. She was angry that people were praying for her. Now, I can understand everybody's entitled to their beliefs. If somebody's an atheist, they don't have to believe in anything if they don't want. But to be angry at people for praying for you and say you don't want them to pray for you and to stop praying and it makes you upset, that's really bitter and angry. Yeah, yes. Okay, so let's make sure I think we got everybody welcomed in here. I think she's funny too. I thought she's got this angry disposition. I don't know. I don't want to sell her too much because we got a brand new video from Chantel. I know that a lot of you folks are sick of Chantel, but I still enjoy seeing a little bit from that lady. And she has been very active this week, producing a lot of content. So let's cover the new Chantel stuff first, because she just put out a brand new video. It's a short one. It's a very short one. And I also have a Cyrax video where he gets interviewed, which is pretty funny. I don't know if we're going to have time for it, if anybody's going to want to see it or not, but maybe not even today, but one of these days. It's pretty funny, although it's kind of long, unfortunately. But all right, so let me share the, I feel like I'm taking forever, but let me share the other screen. One moment. Let me find that. Yeah, so Foodie just had just did a mukbang. Apparently, this is a healthy mukbang, according to her. Is it? Is it not? We'll find out. There we go. All right, everyone. So hopefully y'all can hear this. Let me make sure the volume is good.
Or a mall, just let me know. Get yours today and don't delay. Well, hello.
The intro's kind of funny, actually. The way she says, if other people can make fun of my health conditions, then so can I. I thought that was kind of funny how she said that.
There. Did you know that you can request a private video from me made just for you that you can keep forever and ever? Yep, that's right. I can wish you or a loved one a happy birthday or even give you a pep talk. I'm in Kuwait, so if you want a cameo at a specific location like a nice beach or a mall, just let me know.
Yes, about Willow, Sweet Madness. Yes, she describes an entire litany of health issues, and then she says, and you know, none of that's because of being heavy. You don't know if that's because of being fat. Yeah. I don't want to oversell her, but I think she's pretty funny. Oh, okay. You're gonna be so you gotta get a refill on that. That sounds annoying. Welcome in, Susie Q. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Hopefully everything's going well for you. And I hope everybody, all my lurkers, hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Anybody watching the replay crew, hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. Leave a like if you're enjoying the show, and please click subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content. Always happy to get some more subscribers. Oh, and feel free to share the vid as well if you know anybody who you think might enjoy this.
Get yours today and don't delay.
And I'm sorry for keep stopping it, but Foodie really looks like a penguin in this picture. I just love this picture because she looks like a seabird here, doesn't she?
Mall, just let me.
She really looks like a penguin here because the way her nose is silhouetted against the background, it looks kind of like a beak.
No, get yours today and don't delay.
All right, the weigh-in, the fake weigh-in. As a fake doctor, I feel very qualified to talk about this fake weigh-in. 151 kgs. That's fake. That's fake. As a fake doctor, I know a fake weigh-in. Yeah, that is absolutely fake. Foodie has claimed, just to give perspective for anybody who's new here, anybody watching the replay who isn't around, I know most of you folks know this, but just for the sake of context, Foodie claimed to be about 360 pounds before she came to Kuwait. That was over a year ago. This scale currently shows about what, 330 pounds, 340 pounds. I didn't do the math ahead of time. It's off top. That's just my estimate. So she claims to be below what she was when she came to Kuwait. She claims to have lost weight and 30, 40 pounds just in the last month. So she claims that she basically not only did not gain since she went to Kuwait, she's in fact now lost weight. Look at her face. You can see on her face how fat she's gotten.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm showing you one of my favorite lunches.
Boom.
It's a 6-inch. Sometimes I do eat the 12-inch, it depends.
Does anybody really believe that Foodie only got the 6-inch sub? Does anybody really believe that? I don't believe that, not for 1 second. Welcome in, Rose Store Reacts. Welcome in, Maoma. Hopefully you're having a good working and lurking. Hey, well, if you're gonna work hard, you gotta lurk hard, right? Oh, welcome in, Elizu. Oh, I love your picture. Yeah, no, Foodie doing her posing. Foodie's making love to the camera. She really loves doing that. That is annoying, Hippista. And especially because you got to rely on a pharmacy. It's not like you can go out and make it yourself or something. You have to rely on other people to give it to you, as that's, the law requires that you go to a pharmacy, and if they don't have it, what else are you supposed to do? Yeah, number one rule: Foodie always lies. Always lies. BS. She's down to a slim 332, guys. Welcome in, Diana. Hope you're having a good evening. Yes, she's not even trying to make the weigh-ins look legit anymore. She's just showing us a number on a scale. Yeah, if you, like Rose Store here says, if you notice, no deep dark shadow over the scale, can't really see her feet. Yeah, she's not even trying to make it look like it's a legit weigh-in anymore. Welcome in, Tucker. Welcome in. Yeah, bread and chips, fried potato chips. I remember she got this bag of chips on a grocery haul, which is the other Foodie video I want to watch. She put out a bunch of really short videos lately. She did a longer video where she goes off on FFG. Sarah Jane, my friend Sarah Jane of Skinny Queen Reacts, she actually did a react to that. That's more her speed than mine. I don't want to get into all that back and forth stuff, but I think she did a good video on that if you want to see that. But I'm going to be covering more of the health videos myself. I'm going to be covering the grocery aisle. So let me get back to this one. I don't want to keep letting it.
And it's like on the calories for the day, how hungry I am. Yeah. So I'm just having a 6-inch today on whole wheat. It's oven roasted chicken. Can't really see it, but
look at how much mayonnaise is in here. That is a lot of freaking mayonnaise. Look at that. I mean, you really could see it the first time she opened it up, but that is so much mayonnaise. And I understand that it's only a 6-inch sub, but first of all, like I said, I don't believe Foodie only ate this part of the sub, but that is so much mayonnaise on there. That is just, wow, that's a lot.
There's so many veggies. Oven roasted chicken with cucumber, lettuce, jalapenos, green peppers, pickles.
Oh, you think it's
olives.
bigger than 6?
I don't feel like having tomato on it. And
yeah, you know what? It could be a little bit bigger than 6. I just assumed it was 6 because it was cut in half. But it could have been a bigger than. You're right. The full bun could have been bigger than 12 inches.
I did put a lot of sauce, but I did log it.
Yeah, you're right. And because you know what else? That's also kind of smushed in on the end too. So if that wasn't smushed in, it would be even longer. So that's a good point because it's smushed in on both sides. It's smushed in. So yeah, that might have been even longer.
Fitness Pal, I logged the sauces.
Nutty, I don't know exactly what Foodie is, but Foodie has gotten so much bigger over the last year and a half that regardless of what weight she claims, she is 100 pounds over where she was a year ago. In my opinion, I feel she's at least 100 pounds over, maybe 150 over. You could see on her face how swollen she's gotten. So yeah, Nutty, we're in the same boat here. No way.
So I have ranch, mayo, and Southwest. And I also have these little heartbreaker chips, which I also...
All right, I do like that she did this calorie list here. I'll actually say this. I think this is fairly accurate, this 862 calories for the sandwich and the fries. I don't know exactly how much the sandwich is, but that seems about right. It might be a little bit more, but probably not too much more. The thing is, though, I don't think Foodie just ate this one sandwich. That's my belief. I'm sticking to it. I do not think she only ate this one sandwich. I think she ate the other half off camera, or she ate it, or she's going to eat it as soon as the video is over.
Logged. So this is like the total meal for the day.
All right, so let me speed her up a little bit too.
On my Fitness Pal.
Because we're going to be watching a couple videos.
Yeah, it's about 1,100 calories remaining for the day. And we'll see. I'm
Look
not sure what the day's going to be like, but anyway. Yeah, so
thank you.
Let's eat this. Bismillah. Beauty bite.
That's an excellent point there by Rose Thorne. Also, another great point. And a lot of you folks have had great points tonight. You know, tons of them. But right here, yeah, that scale only maxes out at about 400, and I believe that Foodie passed 400 a year ago. So there's no way that scale is showing her accurate weight. Even if she wasn't manipulating it in some way, it still wouldn't be able to show her true weight. So it's just an absolute joke. There's no way that she is under 400 still at this point. She hasn't been under 400 in a long time. Oh, you were in her chat for the rage? Was it? I can only imagine. And I was just saying the other day, I don't think I said it on my show. I was talking to Sarah Jane a couple weeks ago, and I was saying about how, oh, you know what? Foodie's been a mess in a lot of ways. But one thing she's been doing well is at least she's finally stopped raging about FFG and the reaction channels so much. At least she's doing that. And Sarah Jane was like, I don't know. She's going to get back. She's probably going to be doing it again soon enough. And I said, I don't know. I said, I hope not. I said, but at least she's gone a few months, right? Maybe she's turned over a new program. She's going to finally quit raging at nope. Now she's right back to it again. She just can't stay away. I don't know if she does it for content or if she's just a glutton for punishment, the way she's a glutton for mayonnaise. It looks like white bread to you? Yeah, it does look like white bread. It just looks like a little bit browner. Yeah, she ate a full meal after that. And my apologies if I miss anybody. Why your hand has gotten so thick? It's gotten really thick. Like her finger with the ring is, in fact, her ring looks, you know something? Maybe it's because of her going on the medication, but her fingers don't look as swollen. Does anybody else notice that? Her fingers look less swollen. Do you think this is because she's got her blood sugar back under control with her pills? I think that makes sense. At least for me, it does. It makes it look like a 3-inch sub. A second backup for the backup.
I've been back to drinking the Balance Bios Life by Unicity before I 15 minutes. I drink it 15 minutes before I'm going to eat.
Welcome in.
And it's made up of like a patented formula, like seven.
Thank you again, Rose Thorn. That is a very good point. Yeah, it's probably over 5,000 calories a day that she's eating because she's gaining weight at this point. She's gaining weight, and to gain weight when you're already that big, you have to eat a lot. You have to eat a lot, and I understand that Foodie's sedentary, so she doesn't have to eat quite as much as if she was active. But yeah, she's eating over 5,000 calories a day probably. Yeah, why does she ever really cook much? She has nothing else to do all day. I mean, especially if she calls herself a foodie. If you're going to be a foodie, then you should be making good food, right? Like I'm not even going to get into the whole term foodie because I think the term foodie is a bit, I don't really care. I'm not a fan of the term necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Back in 2018,
Seven different like soluble fiber sources.
She could, yeah.
And it has vitamins like B12, minerals, probiotics. So it's like an all-in-one supplement drink because I don't feel like eating a whole bunch of fiber before my meal. Like I don't feel like
eating on her
a
face.
huge thing of vegetables, so I could just drink this. It's easier.
Well, welcome in, first-time visitor. Welcome in there, Swan, Nervous Rider. Glad to have you. Chatters, always glad to have a new chatter. And lurkers are always welcome. Are always welcome here too. So glad to have you in tonight. Hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome in, Desiree. Oh, man, homemade enchiladas. That sounds good. What have I been eating lately? Let's see. I actually got these things. Oh, I forgot. The name just slipped my mind. They're not empanadas. They're like these Mexican pizzas, I call them. They're like corn, not a tortilla, but like a little corn patty, and they're filled with like beef and some cheese. They're pretty good. Empanadas maybe. The name just slipped my mind, but they were pretty tasty. I got some of those the other day. Oh yes, thank you, Dot. Normally, and welcome in, Dot. Normally, I don't think that what Foodie does necessarily rises to the level of misinformation, but this time I think it does. It really does, especially when she starts talking about how she lowered her blood sugar with this Unicity stuff. That is absolutely a claim that I don't think she should be able to make. And I don't tell people what to do. I don't, that's, you make your own decisions what you do. But I think that actually does rise to the level of medical misinformation this time. I mean, not to say it never has in the past, but it's debatable at times. And this time I'm on the side of I think it does.
And it coats your entire stomach so that whatever you eat after it, like the order, like if you have fiber before a meal, it's been proven to
fair enough
affect your blood sugars in a good way. Like it, reduces a spike in blood sugar. So I drink that first. And that's not me trying to sell it. It's just me telling you what I do,
Yeah, this side here. Okay, Foodie. So if this stuff is so good for your blood sugar, then why were you having a blood sugar emergency the other day, which people suspected was ketoacidosis? Why was your blood sugar so high the other day that you put yourself basically in the hospital? If this Unicity stuff works so well, why haven't you been taking it and keeping your blood sugar down? If it works like you say it does. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. I know I'm getting behind here.
People will be like, the products, they're beneficial, right? So.
Welcome in, Mandrews XL. And I'm kind of rushing through here just to catch up. Welcome in, Drama Llama. Oh, are you over in the UK? Well, glad to have you tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself.
I've been taking that. When I was just on my meds, my blood sugar would be like 10.
Sense of Wander. Welcome in, Angel of Glass. Yes, this is actually today. I'm going to pause for a second and welcome everybody in really quickly. Yes, this is today, Angel of Glass. I don't get into the reactor stuff. I just say that. That's where I stand. I don't get into anything between any reactors or anybody. So that's just, you could say I'm copping out and just staying out of stuff, but that's who I am. I don't get in between any reactors. I don't even, I don't have anything to say about any reactors. That's where I get on that. That's an interesting point, Nutty. I agree with that 100%, but I'm trying to get through these comments. My apologies if I skip anybody. Yes. These are she's taking that medicine now, and she feels like she can just eat whatever she wants. This Unicity snake oil treatment, exactly. She's just lazy. I agreed. That's an interesting theory. I never really considered that Foodie likes to order the takeout because she thinks it's like something that like rich people do. See, I don't see it like that. I see it as just something that people do if they don't have time, which is fair, or you do if you're lazy. If you don't have time, if you're working all the time or whatever, you might have to order takeout. It is what it is. But if you're just lazy, that's the thing. I don't see that as like a automatically a good thing. But you're right, Rose Thorn. I think you're right. If that happens, that'd be interesting to see. Oh, glad you're enjoying it, Swan. I'm happy to have you in here. I try to make this interesting as much as I can. Gorditas, arepas, maybe. The name slipped my mind though. Apologies. YouTube's weird like that. Sometimes they take stuff seriously. Sometimes they completely ignore it. Yeah, she's just full of crap. Sirloin steak, yum. Some garden onions, fresh tomatoes, cucumber slices. That sounds absolutely delicious. Welcome in, Freedom Deep. Thank you. If all it took was just some fiber. Okay, I think we got everybody welcomed in here. Let's put the show back on.
Since I've been taking that with my meds, it's like 8 now. So.
Welcome in, Purple Alex. Glad to have you. Glad to say hi to one of my lurkers. Lurkers. We love the lurkers here. So good to see you, Ed. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully you're having a good night.
Hearts for you guys. They're ketchup flavored.
Welcome in, Doris Seiden Cartagena. Hopefully I said that correctly.
And with the balance drink, you can also kind of eat what you want in a way if you drink that first, because like I said, it coats your stomach full of fiber.
This right here, Foodie this is now what she's saying as far as whether this stuff, fiber, is beneficial or healthy or nutritious. Yes, I do believe fiber is healthy. I believe fiber does a lot of positive things for your digestion, but I don't think it's going to lower your blood sugar. Not at least not directly. It's not going to just immediately. I mean, maybe long term it might have some effect, but it's not just going to lower your blood sugar like a medicine. Absolutely not. And that's medical misinformation to suggest it will. Especially when she's selling a product that she's alleging is going to do it. This is like when Glitter and Lasers was telling people they don't need to get a personal trainer. They could just use her app and, just get up and just do sets of lunges for your warm up. Doesn't matter what kind of shape you're in. Just get up and do it. Good job getting out there.
So if you were to just eat a bag of chips, that's it, without the drink, for example, this would spike your blood sugar, right? Because it's just a refined carb.
Oh, welcome from good to have you from NYC. Welcome in.
But the fiber,
yes, please. If
first, it digests very slowly because of all the fiber in it.
Excellent. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Drama Llama. Foodie tonight. Thankfully, I don't think we're gonna have any of Foodie talking about any animals or anything like that. So hopefully, it should be a good environment for that. And I'm sorry to hear about that. It's but you're in good company here. A lot of people here who can sympathize. So yeah, just try to relax. Try to enjoy the show at least.
So I'm kind of the same weight, but that's okay. I'm still down 15 kgs.
That's an interesting perspective. And I sometimes wonder if I'm guilty of keeping Chantel relevant. But then I say to myself, I'm such a small channel that I don't think that I have really any impact whatsoever. So I think that's just the truth there. I don't think I have any real impact as far as keeping anybody relevant. But if I ever got like really big, then I might feel differently about that. But at this point, I don't think that, I enjoy watching Foodie because I like to use Foodie as a way I like to turn a negative into a positive. I like to use Foodie's misinformation, and I like to use that to correct it. I like to say, okay, well, let's learn some good health information. Let's discuss some healthy eating, and let's ignore this BS. Look at this dripping with mayonnaise. I've been ignoring her. I've been paying so much attention to chat, but she's got mayonnaise all over her face, mayonnaise all over her fingers, a bag of potato chips on the thing, and she's talking about how drinking Unicity fiber has lowered her blood sugar. She could not be more full of crap. I mean, she's got the Duper's Delight thing going on in this video where she's like really happy with herself. Maybe she's just loving the sandwich. Yeah, maybe we can get some hearts in chat for Llama. I know I'm running late, but maybe we can get a few hearts for her.
I'm feeling okay. That. I'm feeling good about it. This is not Subway. It's not affiliated with Subway. It's a sub-stop.
Oh, interesting point there. I thought that might have been Food Bank food as well. We're going to be covering that in just a minute. Yeah, is her sugar really 8? Foodie's BS is so much. I don't believe it at all. Geez, I'm sorry I'm cutting through a little bit of the chat, folks, but I just, there's so many great comments tonight, but I got to keep up. Excellent. I'm glad to hear everybody. I'm glad to hear we have so many people here, watching out for their sugar, keeping it healthy. Yeah, this is still chips and bread covered in mayonnaise and stuff, right? And welcome in. And my apologies if I miss anybody. If I just be sure to, if you tag me, hopefully I'll see you. Now that is an interesting theory. That is a very interesting theory. I like that theory a lot. I totally believe that. Salah is a bit of a hustler, and I think he did that with the phone. Remember when he quote bought her that new phone and got her quote such a good deal on it. I think that was it. He did that then, and I think that makes sense that he might be telling her, Foodie, I'm going to buy this at the store. Well, Fiona's mom, she didn't. She basically put herself into the hospital. She had to go see a doctor. She would have gone to the emergency room if she was in Canada, but because she has to pay for it in Kuwait, she just went to the doctor. But the fact that she went to a doctor at all means that she thought she had some real health issues. Yeah, her blood sugar was was up over 400 using the American measurements. It was around 400 or something. It was like way off. It was just really, really high. Does she even take it regularly? Oh, yes, Patty. Yes, please. If folks are enjoying the show, please leave a thumbs up. Yeah, she's chewing, she's slopping, getting mayonnaise all over her face. Yeah, Mouse Toes, Foodie is eating like an absolute pig today. I mean, even for her, this is pretty disgusting. Good point. Not even a week. This is quote, remember, only healthy mukbangs. Mayonnaise running down her face and lips. She is so full of crap. That fiber drink, it makes her think she's not even hungry.
I'm nervous.
She's nervous? What did she say she's nervous from? Mayonnaise face.
I gotta go out there in that heat. I'm nervous.
She's nervous that she has to go out in the heat. I mean, maybe if you didn't have to wear a double, triple abaya everywhere you went. Oh, did anybody else notice Foodie has got some newer abayas that are looser? The other day I saw her wearing, she had an abaya on and it was super tight and she had like a shirt over it because the abaya underneath was so tight that I guess she didn't want any, like it was embarrassing. So she had to put like a shirt over it. And she says she's losing weight. But she's sizing out of her clothes.
It's hot in Kuwait today.
Interesting. Not even a week. Not even. Agreed. Hey, does anybody else think that she says this is water? Does anybody else think she might have juice in there? Just maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to say for sure. But I know that Foodie is the kind of person to totally drink juice and say it's water and then laugh, thinking that she pulled a fast one on us. Foodie, if you've got juice in that bottle, the only person you're tricking is yourself. You're tricking you're not tricking anybody. you're just, she thinks she's pulling a fast one.
There's honestly nothing better than
the full outfit.
Nothing. Maybe ice cold lemonade.
Oh, again, no mind. No problem. And say hi to Camps for me. Oh, welcome in Oranges. I don't remember the exact words she used, but she said something to that effect. She said that, I'm never going to be stupid. I'm never treating my body like this again. She did this whole video of it. I think I even reviewed it a couple weeks ago. But yeah, she was going crazy. She was going over the deep end talking about it. She's never going to do a mukbang. She's never going to do this again. She's never going to treat her body like this again. Well, maybe a healthy mukbang. And she's eating bread and potato chips. That's not a healthy mukbang. It's just not.
All the sauce is at the end. I don't want the chicken to fall out.
You think so? Maybe. Oh, yeah, the no sugar added apple juice. The no sugar added. She's being an idiot moron. Effing idiot moron. Oh, that's right.
The most important thing about that.
She was doing the whole, if I survive this, I'm never going to do this again. I wish I remembered it better now, but I do remember it very clearly how she was practically crying about how ill she was and how sick she was and how stupid she felt and she was never going to do it again. It was pretty crazy stuff. All right, let's let it keep going here.
Drink supplement I'm taking. It fills you up, right? Fiber makes you full. I don't think I could eat a 12-inch right now.
Ooh. All right. Now, first of all, I don't believe she couldn't eat a 12-inch sub right now. I think she probably ate one as soon as she probably ate the other half off camera. But you know what, Dot? That's something that I saw a channel that does that. This guy called Rebel News or something. He does that all the time where he will beg people for donations. And then if they don't send him one, he'll whatever information they gave him, he releases it like trying to blackmail them. Like what? That is like the crappiest thing in the world to do. Like, but maybe she would. I could see that. That's just such a crappy thing to do, but I could see her doing that. Yeah, I try to avoid bread myself. I eat it sometimes, but I know that it's not good for me, so I try to avoid it. Her Beezers do egg her on, and Yo Mama. They love it for the content. I don't mind using Chantel to have some content, to have some fun, but I don't egg her on. I'm not trying to get her to make more videos. She's going to do that on her own. Hey, no problem, Empress Shavin. We're glad to have you. Yep, just bread and fruit.
That's so good and satisfying.
Just a few berries. Just a few berries, maybe. He's such an enabler. He's like Peach 2.0. That makes sense. Ooh. Dot with
I love ketchup flavored chips and stuff.
Dot with the theories tonight. That is reasonable. That is reasonable. And at the very least, he knows that he can get some extra views by riling up Chantel. So at the very least, he's making some money off of her, even if she's not paying that guy directly. So yeah.
I don't think you guys have that in the USA. Ketchup flavored like chips and snacks.
Oh, I remember that. You think that's what it was? Dot's got like every conspiracy theory, but they're good ones. Anybody who's not aware, let me fill you folks in if you missed it. There was a live Foodie did the other day, and she's released so much content I can't cover it all in one show. I want to cover other people as well. But she was doing a live and she got really quiet, and people were like, "Why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet?" And she's like, "Oh, the grocery delivery man's at the door." Huh? Why you gotta be silent if the grocery delivery man's at the door? What are you afraid that he's gonna want to bring the groceries in? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, it just seemed really odd.
But you guys have a lot of snacks we don't have in Canada and here. All right, guys. So that was my
It's okay.
quick lunch. Now I'm going to get ready for the day. I just wear this jilbab. I don't wear it outside. I just wear it in the house to cover up if I don't feel like getting all dressed up. But
oh, what's that? She doesn't wear this out? Let me rehear this again.
Quick lunch. A lot of snacks we don't have in Canada and here.
Oh, yeah, snacks they don't have in Canada. By the way, has anybody tried those ketchup flavored chips? I have had ketchup flavored chips. I actually kind of like them. I know some folks in the chat here are saying they didn't like them, but I thought they were pretty good. But you know what? There's no accounting for taste, Nutty. I have some weird tastes. I'm not going to say that just because I like it, it tastes good. In fact, quite the opposite. If I like it, it might taste bad. I have a family member like that. I used to, rather. God rest her soul. But she had the worst sense of taste, and anything she ate, probably I was not going to like if she liked it.
All right, guys. So that was my quick lunch. Now I'm going to get ready for the day. I just wear this jilbab. I don't wear it outside. I just wear it in the house to cover up if I don't feel like getting all dressed up. But
I just wear this steel bob, or did she say hijab? I can't make it. I'm not going to keep replaying it, but she said, I just wear this something in the house.
I do have to go get dressed. And stay tuned for more videos.
Oh, welcome to Detective Goji.
Later today. I'm just going to try to pump out content because I do want to just keep you guys entertained. So, yes. So,
Mandrews, if she is not, and welcome in, Mandrews. I don't know if I welcomed you in earlier. If she is not tipping, considering how often she gets this takeout, I'm surprised that she doesn't have to wait all day for it. Because first of all, it's just the right thing to do to give a tip. At least I'm not going to say how much people should tip. It's different. Everybody's entitled, but I think it's appropriate to give some kind of a tip. Usually, depends on what it is. But yeah, I don't know what she does, Mandrews. I'm assuming that she doesn't. Just going to say it like that.
I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Maybe getting feeder money. Rule 1, Foodie always lies. Okay, so this is the second video we're going to run. It's going straight onto it. Let me just catch up on chat really quickly before the video starts. Next visa, possibly. You know what, Don? If she is, those guys they should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. For one, they're helping this woman destroy herself. They're enabling her self-destruction. So that is already, so they should be ashamed of themselves. And number two, you're abusing yourself to Chantel. Shame on you, bro. As a fellow man in the guy club, you know you're wrong. Stop that. All right. If any of those guys are listening, they're probably not.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Well, hello there. Did you know that you can request a private video from me made just for you that you can keep forever and ever? Yep, that's right. I can wish you or a loved one a happy birthday or even give you a pep talk. I'm in Kuwait, so if you want a cameo at a specific location like a nice beach or a mall, just let me know. Get yours today and don't delay.
Nothing wrong with having a tasty
my
snack.
pod is Foodie.
And let me report it on myself. I've been holding steady on my weight. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I was doing well on my diet. And then toward the end of the week, I lost my cool and I overate and basically canceled out my diet for the week. So it was basically, I held even though I did diet. Oh, okay, Patty, I will check it after the show. Or I will check it tomorrow morning probably because after the show, I'm a little bit tired. I mean, I'll take a quick look after the show. I am located I am located in the southeast of the United States. I have not doxed myself exactly where I'm located, but I am in the southeast United States. Oh, where's Foodie located? She is in, maybe that's what you mean. She is in Kuwait. Yeah, all dressed up. No, I think I get you, Drama Llama. I'm not those things. I got you. Nothing wrong with having a little snack, right? No, nothing. You could moderation, right? Why is the table almost up to Foodie's really short? I don't know if that's why though. Anyway, this is her plaque. Anybody who's not aware, let me catch you up. Foodie bought this plaque. At least I think she did, because she bought the last 2,000 subscribers. Her numbers were at 99,000 subscribers for like a year. Then out of nowhere, she got like 2,000 more subscribers, and YouTube started deleting them, but then they kept getting added more. I don't know. It was very suspicious.
It's not the everyday Miriam one.
Very suspicious. I think those taste good, to be fair. Okay.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. I have another grocery haul for you. Now, the last grocery haul I did claim that I was not going to cook, but I changed my mind, which I do a lot, very frequently, and I decided that it's probably best to cook. Salad to bring up a good point that, with cooking, I get to control how much salt and, use cleaner oils and stuff like that. So we just basically...
Empress, that's something that I thank you for asking that, because my clothes have been fitting pretty well, even though the scale has not showed me losing as much weight. So I feel like I do both. I use the scale, but I go more by the clothes. I mean, the one tends to follow the other. That's what I find. I find that sometimes one won't follow the other immediately, but over time they trend together. That's my experience.
We know what we're putting in our food when we cook it, and I can also.
Although I will say this, if I'm working out in the gym, then I tend to not pay as much attention to the scale because I'll be putting on muscle weight. But if I'm not working out and I don't have any reason to think that I'd be gaining any significant amount of muscle, then I use the scale more. I should add that as well.
Also make some cooking content for you guys as well. So yeah, so I made a meal plan and I got
back on that train.
I'm going to need. Now, this is going to be, I guess, a 3-part grocery haul. You saw already part 1. This is part 2, and I have part 3 coming up.
Where's your bit? Where's your plaque?
Actual grocery store.
Where's your love documentary?
So, and the reason is that different places have different things.
She was saying that, and I wasn't going to get into the whole FFG Foodie thing, but she was saying that the other night. She's like, "Where's your plaque? You're never going to get a plaque." That's why she was flexing the plaque in this video, I think. Because she was saying the other day about, yeah, FFG, you're at 30,000 subs. You're never going to get 100,000 subs like me. Where's your plaque? She was actually saying that.
So we are actually smart shopping, which is something that is a new concept to me in life. And I have to say, I wish I did it a lot sooner. So, all right.
Well, welcome in,
there's this online grocery store every Tuesday and Wednesday. They have a sale on certain fruits and vegetables. So usually for fruits and vegetables, I like to wait for the sale, which I don't always do though. But this is the best place for that. And the vegetables that you're going to see here are 95 fills, which is like 75 cents or something like that. Like very, very cheap. So, all right, let's get to. So I got, some of them have a max.
I'll tell you about Toes. That's something also I don't get about Foodie. Her life is so empty. And I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying that because I don't understand why she doesn't fill it with some activities. Like I have a lot of hobbies. I do. I like to game. I like to read. I like to play music. I've got a bunch of hobbies. Foodie has all day. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't even cook. Like, as a foodie, you think that somebody who calls himself a foodie would at least be into cooking, right? Because, I mean, that's making something she loves. She loves to eat. I learned to cook, not because I like to cook, because I like to eat. So I've learned to be a pretty good cook just because I like to eat stuff. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense why Foodie doesn't do that.
Limit. So I got the max limit on everything. Tomatoes. I think this is a kg.
Where's your 2 bankruptcies?
Of tomatoes. Those never go to waste here. I always
That does feel good. Oh, and Drama
yeah.
Llama. I'll give a personal anecdote. When this hopefully this inspires people. This is why I'm sharing this, because Foodie gives medical misinformation and discouragement. I'm gonna hopefully give some inspiration here. Back when it's part of what I remember back when I was at my heaviest before I went dieting about 3 years ago now, and I had a belt. And I remember thinking, boy, I should just throw that belt out because I'm never going to fit in that belt again. That belt, even if I lost 30 pounds, I still wouldn't fit in that belt. It was a belt that I used to wear back when I was maybe 220, 230. Back when I wasn't, back when I was at a weight that I was happy with, 220, 230. I was happy with that weight, believe it or not. So I used to wear a belt then, and I was at 290 at this point. And I was like, I'm never getting in that belt again. That belt is now too big for me. And I have 2 holes smaller in that belt that I never thought I was going to be able to wear again. Now that belt, I can throw that belt out if I want. It's too big on me. That's the belt that I never thought I was going to be able to fit into again. So yes, I totally understand that feeling, and it's a good feeling. It's a real accomplishment. So respect to anybody who's done that. Foodie has not done that, by the way.
Potato bun.
Foodie has not done that. And the fact that she's lying, it's like stolen valor. Stolen valor. That's what it is. I just figured out. That's why I'm so upset when Foodie lies about the weight loss. It's stolen valor. You got to work to get that weight off. It's tough. It's not easy. And a lot of people have literally killed themselves. They've worked themselves to death to try to get healthy or to lose weight. And I'm not saying that losing weight is always good. They can be too extreme. I'm not trying to say that in a positive way. But I'm just saying, though, that there's people who've worked themselves so hard to get in shape, and they've worked themselves too hard. They messed themselves up. And Foodie is claiming this weight loss when it's a lie. And there's probably people out there who are naive enough to believe it, and they're letting it affect them psychologically. And that's she's not inspiring people. She's teaching them the wrong way. And I don't like that. I will get a little self-righteous about that.
We have some
no sugar added apple juice.
We have a head of lettuce, romaine, really nice looking.
Yeah, back when I was working out at the gym, like I definitely had put on more weight. So if I go back in the gym, like I'm gonna ignore the scale for a week or two because my weight's gonna have to stabilize. But if I'm not in the gym, I trust the scale.
Lettuce. Now, I got a couple of these small bags of
no problem
barbecue flavor funny faces.
Darn right.
I've never seen these in Canada, but I've tried them.
Look at it, Debbie.
Yeah, 143 calories per bag, and they're really good.
Thank you, Faye.
I don't know.
I am so in agreement on that. The plaque thing to me, and as somebody who enjoys doing YouTube, I enjoy doing this, and somebody who does not have a lot of subs, I don't see that as like a flex. Like I enjoy doing these shows, and that I have people coming to watch the show is cool. And if I had 1,000 people coming to watch the show, on one hand, it would be great, but on another hand, I wouldn't even like it because it would be so many people. I wouldn't be able to like read through all their comments. I have to skip like basically all the comments because it would just be too many. And I mean, it would be a good problem to have, I guess, but it's like, I'm just saying having a big numbers that's not a flex to me.
I like them.
Big numbers. So.
And these are heartbreakers. These are ketchup flavor.
Heartbreakers.
Heartbreaker.
These are perfectly named because Foodie's heart is about to give out. And I think that these might help with it. And now I will say this. I don't want to put down these snacks. These might be good snacks as far as if they taste good. They look tasty, to be fair. You know what these remind me of? These remind me of those. I forgot what they're called, but they look like little footballs. They're these potato puffs. Like they look like footballs. And I'll admit, I've had those a few times. I think they're tasty. But yeah, they're fattening. Don't eat this if you're struggling with your weight. If you're 300 pounds overweight, potato chips are not your friend.
Here's chips. They're like shaped like a heart. All right. And that's pretty much all the snacks I got. I got 4 bags.
Thank you, Mandrews.
Of eggplant. I love eggplants.
That is a crazy amount of eggplant. Let me make sure you can see this. She has this is so much eggplant, and this is why people suspect this was a food bank or something. And by the way, when Foodie said that she doesn't go to a food bank and she got all indignant about that, first of all, if you go to a food bank, don't be ashamed unless you're using it when you don't need to, in which case you should be ashamed if you're taking it just to be greedy. If you're being greedy, then yeah, you should be ashamed doing that. But that's a separate thing. Foodie, the way she gets all this stuff, and the way that it's just odd how none of it is marked or labeled. Like the beef is not labeled. I saw this video before. It's just weird how nothing's labeled. Just feels odd.
Bags.
Oh, and to complete my thought, so I don't trail off. So she claimed that she doesn't use a food bank, but it's not even a question. There is a government subsidized food co-op where she shops. I don't know if that's where she made the shopping trip, but she does use a government subsidized co-op. If you want to call that a food bank or not, that's just a matter of nomenclature. Well, that'll be our word for the day. Nomenclature. Nomenclature is a noun referring to the process of naming something, or the practice of naming something. Nomenclature. That's our word of the day.
Of eggplant.
The process of naming something, the activity of it.
I love eggplants. I might pickle some, but I'm definitely making baba ganoush, so stay tuned for a baba ganoush recipe. And also, I want to try to make some kind of like lasagna with eggplant. Maybe we'll see.
Look at it, Nancy.
Like instead of
I'm
noodles,
falling
like
behind on the
eggplant
chat
parmesan
again. I got to
like
cut out
that.
some
I
chat.
love eggplant. I got 2 things of carrots for me and Howie. I got 3 bags
Respect.
of red onions. I would have preferred like Spanish.
I'm going to pause this for just a second, cut through some of the chat quickly. And my apologies if I got to cut, if I'm missing some of you. If I miss anybody, my apologies. And welcome in also to all the lurkers. Anybody who's enjoying yourself, please leave a like. Hopefully, if you're enjoying the show. You know what? There's nothing wrong with cooking. I think cooking is a good hobby as long as people are making stuff that's not like super unhealthy. You know what I mean? As long as they're not like trying to make like really unhealthy stuff, as long as they're trying to make it somewhat healthy, then I think that's a good hobby to have. It frustrates me with the pickles because the amount of salt in there is terrible for her, even though pickles are generally a healthy food. Yeah, the romaine would have made some healthy stuff. Welcome in, Blue Eyes. Welcome in. The Beezers. Some of them have good hearts, but I agree they're not too bright in general. I think the Beezers that are intelligent eventually kind of wise up and move on. I know a lot of people here are former Beezers. I think that's what happens to the intelligent Beezers. They just kind of move on. They don't really belong there. She does have a lot of couches. Yeah, respect, Drama Llama. I was heavy for. I've always tried to work on my weight, but I've still been heavy a lot. It's something that it's worth it. You know, it takes time to, you know, when you're younger, sometimes you don't pay as much attention. But yes, welcome in, Nancy. Welcome in. Welcome in, Ramble On. Bugles. Bugles are no, not the Bugles. Although they are a little similar. I do like the taste of Bugles, to be fair. I do think they taste good. But I'm talking more about, I can't remember the name of them. Potato chips are mildly fried. Are you turning it to Foodie? Oh, yeah, like Chex cereals, like poofs, kind of like that. Yes, indeed. That's the only eggplant she's going to get. Okay, on that, we're putting the video back.
Right, but those are always on sale, the red ones. I don't know why. I wish
more
there was
breading.
more limit to this.
An
but
excuse
only
to have
one
more
for,
cheese.
You know, but this was 75 cents or whatever the conversion is, but a nice, huge, nice
Yes,
head
Nutty.
of cauliflower.
That's what it is. She wants to use that eggplant as a vehicle to cover it with cheese. Oh, did she put on the, did she use a, all right, so Foodie did have the, have a website she uses it at, but she does use that food co-op as well. So it's possible she used the website for this, but I know she has used that subsidized co-op in the past for other stuff. So I don't know the full details. I don't want to, you know, jump in the middle of something if I don't truly know.
I love cauliflower. And all right, we have
Probably
here. This
She
was
does
a really
waste
good
food.
sale. Like it was
Hey,
like
buddy.
$4 or something like that for 2 big things.
Hey, no sugar added honey. Do you think this honey's got no sugar added? Probably, right? You think so? When she the other day, Foodie got apple juice, and she was bragging about how it was no sugar added. No sugar added apple juice, folks. Yeah. I'm not even going to elaborate.
Honey. I have a little bit of honey in my tea. You're not having. She's trying to steal the potato bread. She loves buns. I don't know why. Julia.
It's a lot of produce. It's more than she can eat.
You can't have it. Are you carnivore, you freak? Anyways.
No, not funny. They're a brand from Lay's. Like Lay's released these potato chips. They're like a new style of potato chip that Lay's released, but they're not a chip. They're like a Chex Puff. And they've got barbecue flavor. Those are the ones I like. I think they start with a W. I don't eat them very often, but they're tasty.
Not healthy at all, but I'm gonna limit it to like once a week or something like that. But
yep.
The spicy bulldog noodles,
yes, liquid
I love
sugar,
them so
exactly.
much.
Yes, Steady C, exactly.
That's it.
Welcome in, Steady C. Yes, Foodie, it was absolutely eating liquid sugar with the honey. Yeah, it's crazy. The same thing with the apple juice and the chocolate bar that she got, the 70% cocoa chocolate bar. It's 70% cocoa, guys, so there's no sugar added. I find it hard to believe that it's 70% cocoa with no sugar added, unless it's just absolutely bitter chocolate. And if it is bitter chocolate, there's no way that she's going to eat it. Could you imagine Foodie eating unsweetened chocolate? Like, it tastes terrible. You can't eat that. I mean, the only way she's eating unsweetened chocolate is if she adds sugar to it. Yes, Poppables. Yes, Wooly, thank you. Poppables. That's it. Welcome in, Wooly. That's what they're called, Poppables. Yes, Lay's Pops. Buy 500 pound. Okay, that's when I mentioned they were Lay's. Now you know which ones I'm talking about. Exactly. Whatever healthy stuff she's making, she's absolutely ruining it. Yeah, if she makes tea, she's probably going to fill it with cream and sugar.
This is such a good deal. All of this cheese, but it's basically the sliced cheese, processed cheese slices. But these are so.
It's just the Everest shoving it. I'll explain for anybody here. It's just a meme because the other day Foodie got some apple juice and she was talking about how this apple juice is no sugar added and this chocolate bar is no sugar added and this other. She was joking. She was saying everything is no sugar added, even though it clearly had sugar in it already. So I was just making a joke about how the honey has no sugar added because she was saying all this stuff that was full of sugar was no sugar added.
So good. They're the burger ones.
Oh, the Andy Capp's hot fries. Those are tasty.
All of this cheese. So 4 packs of Almarai burger cheese slices.
I thought so, Elizu. I thought so, Elizu, because I've had chocolate bars before, and they do make unsweetened chocolate. But that stuff's like 100% cocoa or 90% cocoa or something. It's very high percentage cocoa. And it does not taste good either, by the way, in my opinion, at least. So she's got 4 packs of American cheese here. 4 freaking packs of American cheese. And I'm wondering, what do they call it over there? Do they call it American cheese?
And you get like all of this cheese. So 4 packs of Almarai burger cheese.
Burger cheese, they call it. Okay.
They're good for like grilled cheese.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So they call American cheese burger cheese over there. But just for the record, burger cheese or American cheese, whatever you want to call it, is generally one of the least healthy cheeses from my experience. It's one of the ones that's highest in calories.
Cheese sandwiches, toasted tomato sandwiches on whole wheat or sourdough bread, or on meat.
That would actually be good with the banana.
You get all that, and that was like on sale. So yeah, I think it was like close to $5.
Really?
I also got.
Okay, well, you know what, Eliza, you've got a more refined palate than I do. I think I eat a lot of sugar. I'll admit it. I love sugar. It's why I can't. It's why I'm never gonna have abs because I like sugar too much. But interesting. Yeah. So yeah, 70% is not unsweetened. Absolutely. Yeah, she's eating the stuff with the chocolate with other sweeteners. Jamie, I think that she either thinks that or she's claiming that, because that's not what it means. For anybody, and by the way, for anybody out there, if you're not aware, if you're not familiar with the labeling on American products, or at least with the products that I'm familiar with, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll take something that's loaded with sugar and they'll put a label on the front and they'll say no sugar added, because technically that's true, right? They didn't add any sugar, but it's already full of sugar naturally. So it's like it's like apple juice, no sugar added. Well, apple juice is already loaded with sugar. If you added sugar to it, you'd have apple, I don't know, you'd have sugar sludge. Air fried chips, those sound interesting. I haven't tried those. Yeah, it's dark chocolate, exactly. It's sweetened dark chocolate. Yeah, cheese sandwiches, just exactly what she needs. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not into American cheese food. Cheese food. She needs a warm glass of gravy. Yeah, I mean, if it's real honey, it's probably the healthiest. It's one of the healthiest forms of sugar you're going to get. But if you're diabetic like Foodie, you don't need more than just a few drops of that honey. Those giant things of honey, that's not what you should be eating. I do like white chocolate. I'll admit that. I like cheese, but cheese is probably not the healthiest choice usually. It's probably not, but I do love the taste of it. So I can't deny that.
2 packs of lean ground beef. I'm going to be making a lot of recipes with that, and I haven't had it in a while.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was craving it.
Okay, so this beef here, I thought this was interesting. This beef was not labeled.
I also got 2 packs.
All right, this is what, in my opinion, raised the food bank allegations. This beef is not labeled, and I don't know how the laws work in Kuwait, but in America, you have to, or probably in Canada too. You can't sell beef without any kind of a label on it. It has to have a label showing the date of the beef, because you don't know if it's fresh. So there's no label showing the weight, the price, or the date it was packed, which is just very odd that they wouldn't have any of that information. Raw milk cheese, that might be interesting. I don't think I've tried that. Welcome in, Bagzar. Oh, glad to have you tonight. Glad to have you. We have hopefully still have a good full show. Take a risk, but whatever. Hey, some risks you got to take. But I'm not telling anybody to take a risk. Let me put up my doctor disclaimer. I am not really a doctor. I'm not advising anybody making any medical advice. You make your buyer beware. Free fake doctors give free fake advice. Raw honey is best. I've heard that too. Cacao, not cocoa. I mess up my pronunciation sometimes. Cacao. Like kapow. Ooh, yes. Did she really stop with her ankle? I don't know.
Of lean ground beef.
Did she get another infection
making a lot of
from the pool?
recipes with that, and I haven't had it in a while. So, yeah, I was craving it. More beef here. We have beef cubes.
Yeah, more beef.
That looks really.
And again, this packaging. This does not look sealed. See how this packaging is very loose? This looks like somebody took the beef from a container and repackaged it. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's been repackaged meat. And I'm not saying that, oh, I'm too good to eat meat that didn't come from. I'm not trying to sound like a snob or something, but it just looks odd. It looks odd to me. It's not what I'm used to.
Really nice. I'm gonna make like different recipes with it. Yeah, nice beef curry. We have some chicken breasts. They're frozen.
Maybe Salah needs 3 places to sleep. I don't know. But seriously, these couches are always surprisingly clean, which is what tells me that Foodie doesn't use them. Because if Foodie was on these couches, they would be a mess. They would be torn up, covered with stains.
And we have a whole frozen chicken.
Okay, that makes sense too.
A whole chicken.
That makes sense
to make like a roast chicken, or I'll probably try to make kabsa.
Welcome to Joanna.
One of my favorite dishes here.
What? Is that a meme, or are you really out riding a bull? I think you're memeing. I might just be out of the loop.
Yeah.
Welcome in, though.
But yeah, the Samyang noodles, they're very spicy. So
that is a good theory.
Eat one at a time anyway.
That is a good theory.
It's not like Indomie where it's not spicy and you can just eat like.
And does anybody else think that Foodie says, I got these noodles as a treat? First of all, ramen noodles are not a good choice for a treat, because who treats themselves to some cheap noodles? Is that even a treat? I guess maybe. Actually, now I want some ramen noodles now that I'm talking about it. But she has 2 packages at a time, and she loads it up with heavy cream. I don't care what kind of diet you're on. You can't eat that.
A bunch at a time. But 1 pack is 550 calories. This is the cheese one, and it's so spicy.
Naughty.
I love it. The flavor's so good. So this will be like a treat, like for real a treat. So not an everyday thing. I used to eat like Indomie, the instant noodles every day, and they're so high in sodium. So yeah, I'm gonna really control myself with that.
To be fair, that's possible too. That is possible too. That's and I don't want to act like I know, for sure some stuff if I don't. I do a lot of speculation on here.
Try really hard to. But other than that, that's all the fruits and vegetables.
Oh, she said she's done?
I got for this haul. Like I said, tomorrow Salah and I are going to go to the actual Jamia, which is just grocery store in Arabic. This is
okay, and that's another question. If this was not from an alternate store, then why is tomorrow she going to a different grocery store? Why would you go to 2 grocery stores unless one of them was different for some reason? Like, I guess that's what I mean. Am I saying that clearly? Like, why would she have to go to the regular grocery store tomorrow if this was also a regular grocery store? It just feels weird the way she said that. Actually, I'm going to make a little poll in the chat really quickly. See what because I know we got mixed opinions on this. Foodie's food. Is it a food bank or is it? I'm going to write that in the chat. So food bank is option 1. Option 2 is regular store. And option 3 is other. Okay, so you folks can tell me what you think. We can do a poll in the chat. All right, so let me get back to the video and read some comments.
An online Jamia, and we're going to go to the actual grocery store tomorrow. I made a whole list of things I need. I need some things, to make the recipes for the week. I have like a whole week of meals.
Oh, thank you, Angel of Glass.
Written down. So there's some things I want Salah to try like that.
She said she's made a whole week of meals, and allegedly Salah does not like beef. So that's interesting that you would buy that. So Angel of Glass here with I'm not going to read this whole list off, but things that the labels, at least in America and I presume Canada, must show the product, brand name, origin of animal fats, batch number, ingredients in descending order portion, date of expiration, name and address of manufacturer, packer, country of origin. Yeah, I don't know what they require in Kuwait, but this is yep, this makes a lot of sense. Oh, and also, hold on. How about this? Wouldn't Foodie need to see something to show that the meat was halal? Wouldn't she need to at least see the meat was halal? But I mean, it's possible there was a label on the underside. Oh, this is information for Kuwait. Oh, thank you, Angel of Glass. Okay. So if the labels must be on the underside if they're there. Interesting. Ooh, thank you, Nutty. That's an interesting point because that also makes sense why they would have that frozen chicken there.
That are like Western food, Western recipe. So something I haven't had in a while, and I'm going to make him some things. And baba ganoush and pita chips.
Usually.
Yum. I wasn't in the mood to cook when I did my last grocery haul, but now I am kind of in the mood. Like when I was writing down the recipes and researching what.
Yeah, you know what, Joanna? I think that's important to point out. The food bank, it's nothing. There's no, like I said before, there's no shame in using a food bank if you need it. But if you're like Foodie and you're ordering takeout and you're ordering delivery from restaurants, and then you're snatching up all the stuff at the food bank just so that you can save a few extra dollars. That's not cool, especially if you're a tourist. You're not even a local. Come on. I mean, not that it's cool to snatch up stuff you don't need in any case, but if you're not even a local, that's not cool, Foodie. That's really pretty nasty, actually. And the fact that Salah is enabling this, shame on him too, because he's the one who is likely bringing her over there and buying and picking up the actual stuff.
What I want to make, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the mood to cook again. Anyways, just another grocery haul for you. The next haul will be in the grocery store. I'm going to vlog in the store.
Nothing wrong with a snack, drama.
What it's like and what I get and stuff like that. So I actually like the grocery stores here. I don't know. I like the vibe. I like just the food.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm excited to go. I haven't gone in a long time to the actual grocery store. I like ordering online. It's like less of a hassle, but
Okay.
sometimes I missed going into the store and getting to pick out the stuff myself and seeing what.
Elise, I've got a feeling that they probably have a special rule for butchers, or they have their own. I mean, I'm sure they're in compliance. They probably have a different labeling practice. That's Emperor Shavinin being exceptionally fair-minded tonight. But you know what? Nothing wrong with that. I like that. I like that we're all free to really express and say what's on our mind and all that stuff here. Because hey, I'm not always right. Sometimes I get this stuff wrong, and I like that we look at it from all sides here, because you never really know for sure. Okay. Hey, welcome in, House Hannibal. Anybody who's not aware, House Hannibal he's got a channel, does a really great show, covers a lot of fun topics, covers a lot of Cyrax, Cobes, covers some Foodie, covers Shade, covers a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, check him out if you haven't already. Ramen with fresh spinach. I've never tried that. That's interesting. Oh, Hannibal's getting fresh tonight. All right. Thank you very much, Fred. And yes, everyone, if you're enjoying the show, please hit that like button. Good question, Sense of Wander. It's greed. That's what it is. She's foodie. She's greedy foodie.
They have, and seeing all the sale items they have and stuff like that. So
it should be realistically.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for
watching.
I guess
that
video.
Makes sense.
Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Okay. So I think that's it for Foodie tonight. Oh, we actually, you know what? I have one more short Foodie video. I know that we've had enough Foodie, but she's been putting out so much content. I got one more short Foodie video. So let me put up my bumper real quick and I will get that. Here is my correspondent, Miss Nada Beezer. She will let her distract you for a moment while I pull up the other video. 1 second. Foodie actually went out in public. That's right. She went out to a cafe on the roof of a fancy building. This was the other video Foodie did today. Sorry, let me make this a little larger. Yeah, she's been pumping out a lot of content, and the videos have been short.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Well, hello there. Did you know that you can request a private video from me made just for you that you can keep forever and ever? Yep, that's right. I can wish you or a loved one a happy birthday, or even give you a pep talk. I'm in Kuwait, so if you want a cameo at a specific location like a nice beach or a mall, just let me know. Get yours today and don't delay.
Hi guys, today I am braving the heat to go see a popular cafe here in Kuwait at the Tijariya Tower in Kuwait City. Salah had to go there briefly.
Agreed, Ramble On. Like I said before, there's no shame in using a food bank, but Foodie's snatching up this food just to save a few bucks. She can absolutely be. She doesn't need the food bank. She just doesn't, especially as a tourist. You're taking advantage of the resources that are there. Welcome in, Rampage. Yes. Thank you, Rampage. That's the impression I was under as well, that it was a government subsidized co-op. Well, to be fair, Salah might be eligible for the food bank, but that the food is, is that food for him or for Foodie though? I mean, because she's not giving him much to eat. All right, let's let this back on. All right. So she goes to downtown Kuwait,
and he proposed I go with him.
And that's a beautiful tower. I will say this. I mean, it's very sterile looking, obviously, but these high rises, I'll admit it. I'm a bit of I like nature, but I am impressed by these kind of high rise buildings as well.
See the view from this cafe. I could also use a good coffee anyway, so I said, "Yalla, let's go." Hi guys, we are in Kuwait City at Al Tijaria Tower. It's right across from the Al Shahid Park here, and we're going to go to a cafe on the 25th floor and show you guys the view from up there.
Excellent.
So yeah, let's go. So Al Tijaria Tower is a large commercial building shaped like a helix that has many offices and shops.
That is the one thing about, well, maybe not the one thing, but a thing about Kuwait, which I will mention, that they do seem to have a bit of an issue with smog, which is unfortunate because a lot of the architecture and the area and the landscaping and such is pretty nice from what I've seen. And Foodie, I'm wondering if she went here to actually buy snacks. I noticed this immediately, this little snack spot. I bet this stuff here was all too expensive for her, though. Not that, you know, I mean, she's using a food bank after all, right?
We got to take the scenic glass elevator to our floor, which was cool since the view was amazing.
Mouse Toe is destroying the fantasy. Right? Well, what did she say was a helix? Did she say the building? Did she say the building was shaped like a helix? I missed what she said was shaped like a helix, but.
So Salah had something to do quick on another floor, so I went by myself at first and admired the view and ordered a cappuccino.
Nothing wrong with enjoying some sports. You got a favorite team, Hippiesta? The Dallas Stars, maybe? That's a Texas team. The music is pretty it's very like jazzy, but it's not like, but it's a very soulless jazz. It's like you said, call it porn music. It's like commercial jazz, like jazz for a commercial.
There's many nice seating areas to choose from, but we chose to sit near the window to observe the nice view. The tower overlooks Al Shahid Park, Kuwait's largest urban park.
I think the park looks nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too nice. You know what, Swan? I was thinking that too. That lift was the way it moved so quickly. That thing must be able to support like 3,000 pounds. I bet it has to be able to support like really heavy stuff. Like if anybody wears like I bet people carry like really expensive like jewelry and like heavy like briefcases full of gold and stuff like that. So they need the elevator to be really strong because they normally have suitcases full of gold. Maybe, I don't know. And Foodie only gets a coffee here. I'm thinking to myself, this is probably a cup full of cream with like a splash of coffee in it. What?
Here's my cappuccino with a cute design on it.
I don't normally get into any reactor drama, but that would be hilarious if Foodie and FFG actually met up for something like that. Not that I'm encouraging violence, but I think that'd be pretty funny.
Is it hard? I've always wondered that.
She said that this one didn't scare her for some reason.
I don't really like elevators as I am claustrophobic, but these ones were fast, so fast my ears popped while going down.
Interesting. I mean, that makes sense though. Oh, okay.
Jello.
Oh, no problem there, Bonnie. Glad to have you in. I love how Salah says Yalla when it's time for her to cross the road. Like I forgot exactly what Yalla means, but it almost feels like he's saying a prayer, like, all right, Foodie, don't get hit by a car this time. And that abaya is and so modest, right? That skin tight abaya is just so modest. This is the woman who claims to have lost 40 pounds, but her clothes are skin tight. So 40 pounds ago, what were they? If they're skin tight now and she lost 40 pounds, what did they look like 40 pounds ago? Make it make sense, Foodie.
All right, so just across from the Al Tijaria Tower is the Al Shahid Park. This is the largest urban park in Kuwait. We did, I think, phase 1 before.
Me too.
On our couples channel. We're going to walk around a bit here.
I mean, seriously, I mean, I say this sometimes jokingly, but Foodie probably is very gaseous. I've got a feeling that she could really drop a bomb. And in a little enclosed elevator like that, there's only so much oxygen. And especially if it got stuck, torture.
Yalla.
Squirrel fight. I thought they were very rich in the Middle East, right? Yes. I was thinking the same thing. This downtown area, and we could say it's overly commercial, it's overly sanitized, whatever, but it's certainly worth looking at least, especially as a tourist. This is absolutely something she should have checked out her first week there, right? The big chin versus chin. Yes, that would be interesting. I've got a feeling Kuwait doesn't really allow street vendors in this part of town. That seems to be the impression I get, that this part of town looks very sanitized. Like, just speaking as an American, I know that like a downtown area like this in America would not be so empty, and it would generally not be so clean. There'd be a lot if it was this clean, it would only be with a lot of security and a lot of people cleaning it up. Oh, okay. It means just let's go. All right, I didn't realize that. It does look nice. I'll admit that. The filters make everything crazy. The filters make the street look like it's 40 miles longer than it is. Welcome in, QZ. Oh, maybe it is. That would explain it. I mean, why it's tighter now. That would be a nice trick. Or to cut her. Grandma and grandson.
They put these bags protecting the dates from animals, bugs.
They got these trees come with their own nut sack for the nuts. No, they said they're dates. Excuse me, these are dates. They have a date sack.
Station stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome in, Skinny Queen. Our good friend Sarah Jane.
I stabbed myself.
Skinny Queen Reacts. Anybody who's not familiar, definitely go check her out. She's got a great channel, does a lot of great shows. She actually covered the rage that Foodie did the other night about FFGs, which I'm not covering. So if you'd like to see that, definitely check her out.
Ouch.
If that was a Sweet Madness, we're going to be covering a Sweet Madness next. If that was a Sweet Madness, that little prick on the finger, she'd be in the hospital needing pain pills. I would like to see some of that, actually. It's very empty. It's during the day. There's not a lot of people there.
Al Shahid has a ton of artistic sculptures and all kinds of cool things to see.
This feels like an area that during the day is basically only used by maybe some tourists. I have a feeling this area comes alive at night when it's not so hot. And welcome to anybody I missed. My apologies.
The Constitution Monument of Kuwait. It says the state of Kuwait is the first state in the Arabian Peninsula.
Foodie. You know something? I don't like to be too much of a scold, but I'm surprised that Foodie could sit there and read that with a straight face. She's in this country basically illegally. She's flouting their laws every chance she gets. She's cohabitating with the guy who's not her husband. She's taking advantage of the immigration situation with her visa hopping, and she's going to read the Constitution like she's proud of it. That rubs me the wrong way. Like, she's reading this like she's some kind of proud Kuwaiti citizen when she's basically doing everything she can to exploit the country.
To take the first step towards a democratic life by creating a constitution.
I bet you did. Oh, and I gotta close the poll. Also, let me close out that poll real quick. All right, anybody, if you haven't had a chance to vote, it's going to be, well, I'll give you 2 seconds to vote. All right, that's it. We're closing it out. All right, the poll results are 82% of people believe that Foodie's recent food haul there came from a food bank or possibly a co-op. I should mention that too. The subsidized co-op would count as a food bank as well. 10% think it's probably from a regular store. 7% think aren't sure exactly, but they don't think it's either. They don't think it's clearly either one though. Ooh, that's a good theory. Good point. Yeah, it's really odd. I heard too. That's good news. You can see in her face how much heavier she's gotten. No, good point. Neither can I, to be fair. Did he? Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I'm not going to get involved in the government of Kuwait. I don't know what's really going on over there, so I don't want to weigh in on something if I'm not aware. But if that's very interesting, though. They just abolished the Constitution. Just reading it.
All right, guys. So I'm going to end the video here.
This is proof that Foodie destroys everything she touches. This is proof that Foodie touches the Constitution and it immediately gets abolished.
For you today. And we enjoyed it very much. And if you did like it, please thumbs up the video and subscribe to my channel for more. See you next time. Bye.
Well, it's not on the top of my list either, to be fair. Right? Foodie isn't illegal in a sense. I've heard that as well, Fed. Good question. Agreed. Welcome to Diana. Interesting. And when you say they're bad for a diabetic, you mean because of the sugar, I assume? But yeah, I stay well hydrated, but I don't have diabetes, thankfully. But everybody, please stay well hydrated, especially if you have diabetes, right? And if it's hot out, it's the summer now. In fact, let me give a little PSA to anybody. It's the summertime. Stay hydrated. You're and maybe a little personal, but try to if your urine is darkly colored, or if you start experiencing discomfort when you urinate, make sure you're drinking enough water. That's the first answer. And if that doesn't fix it, then maybe go see a doctor. But just make sure you're drinking enough water first. She looks like she is absolutely melting under that abaya. No problem. I got you, man. Oh, agreed. Okay, so that's the end of Foodie for tonight. Foodie released a bunch of videos, but that's it for today. With Foodie, but we got some other content. We got our new face of Gorlworld. This is the new person that Miss Nada Beezer is introducing to us. A sweet madness. Let's pull some of these videos up here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up.
Hello, Foodie.
Right.
Well, hello there. Did you know that you can request a private video?
All right, let me pull this up.
I'm currently in urgent care.
Here we go. This is we had a few pills about a few pills. I'm reading the screen. We got a few videos about this lady, but apparently she really likes to get pills. And here's some evidence of that. So let me put this video on. Let me make sure this is shared correctly. Hold on. And then we're going to talk a little more about her in a second. But this is the first video just to introduce you.
I'm currently in urgent care. Quick shot.
Yeah, see that injury? She is in urgent care. Look at this injury.
I'm currently in urgent care.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that severe wound. She is at urgent care because she is severely wounded. Look at that. Look at that.
Quick shot. I was cutting something and the knife went through the something and into my hand. And I look horrible. Sorry, guys.
Probably.
But needless to say, I thought, oh God, just looking at it makes me sick. I thought that they could glue stitch it, but she said that there's no way because of the way the cut is. it has to have real stitches. So I'm going to have to get real stitches. And the last time I got real stitches, I screamed.
I'll admit, Julia is a cute cat, even though I don't like her owners. She's cute.
Because when he put the numbing agent in the wound, it hurt.
So she screamed from pain when he put the numbing agent on the wound. It hurts so bad, guys. That little cut.
Anyway, so we will see what happens. I'm going to stop recording now because I'm starting to feel nauseous, and honestly, I feel like I'm going to pass out. The windblown look is not my favorite look. I forgot to grab my glasses before I left too. I just quickly grabbed my bag and left. So.
Thank you, please.
Any hoodle. I will be back around later.
Anyway.
Oh God, I should not have looked at it.
She should have looked at it. She should have looked at it. It's too gruesome. Look at this.
Oh God, I should not have looked at it.
It's just such a horrible injury. Okay, now let's be honest for a second. Let's be honest the whole time. Who has anybody ever cut themselves? I've cut myself. I've cut myself badly. I've cut myself very, very lightly. I've had a couple bad cuts. One of them, I split my whole finger open, like to the point where you could see the meat inside. It was bad. I taped it shut, and it healed up really, really well. But the point I'm making is that I know what a severe injury looks like. If you cut your finger badly, it is not going to stop bleeding. It will just be pouring blood. That finger is not even that is not even like a tiny little scratch. Like there's barely even a drop of blood.
I will not throw up.
Exactly.
I will see you guys later. Yeah. Bye.
It wouldn't actually need a stitch, Detective. That's the thing. A stitch would cause more bleeding than that injury. Ouch. Walk it off. Ouch. 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 Well, it's okay to freak out a little bit once in a while. But let's see some more. But this woman here, though, you'd think that she'd be pretty tough. And let me tell you why you'd think that she'd be tough. Let me pause this real quick. 1 second. Why would you think this woman's tough? Well, look at all the conditions she has to live with. She lives with, let me see here. I have a list of her conditions. Here we go. This is what
do this in 3 minutes.
Speed Madness has to live with. This is she's going to go on a rundown of all of her diseases and illnesses, and then you'll understand why I thought she was so tough. But let's let her explain herself.
I make no guarantees if I can accomplish that. Okay, so here we go. I have chronic migraines. I have sleep apnea, osteoarthritis in both knees, lymphedema, lipedema. Right. I had breast cancer. They don't know if the cancer has spread because they're really not going to look for trouble since I'm showing no symptoms and my tumor count is low.
Okay, now this part here, I think this says a lot about this woman when she says that she has breast cancer, but the doctors won't look for it just because her tumor count is low and just because she doesn't have any symptoms. The doctors won't look for it, but she does have it. Let's let her say that again, just to make that clear.
Breast cancer. They don't know if the cancer has spread because they're really not going to look for trouble.
They don't know if it's spread because they're not going to look for it. Huh? The doctors don't know if the cancer has spread because when have doctors said, you know what, you might have cancer, but we're not going to look. Better not to look. What you don't know can't hurt you, right? That's what the doctor said to my family member. My family member said, doctor, I'm worried I might have cancer. And the doctor said, what you don't know can't hurt you, right? Let's not look. Better not to know. If you don't know, you'll be fine. No, that's not what the doctor says. The doctor says, if you have any chance of cancer, let's do a biopsy. Let's do a scan. Let's check it. Let's make sure you don't. It's not the other way around, where if they think you have cancer, they're going to say, well, you might have cancer, but let's not look. Let's give it a year. It might go away on its own. That I've never heard a doctor say that.
Since I'm showing no symptoms and my tumor count is low. I have bursitis in both shoulders.
Ouch.
I have no disc between my C6 vertebrae, which leads to loss of feeling in my right hand on a regular basis. I also have carpal tunnel in my right arm. They say
Ouch.
that I'm starting to get
this chat is either very tough or very masochistic, because this is a lot of this is rough. I'm here. I'm supposed to be the doctor, but I'm getting a little bit squeamish here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ooh, folks are tough.
carpal tunnel in my left arm. I have, did I say lipedema? Lipedema.
I can believe
weak
that.
ankles, obviously, and
It's all right. Nothing wrong with having a snack.
Forgetting something.
Okay, so let's let her. So she said a few. Let's go back a little bit. I talked through some of this.
Did I say lipedema? Lipedema. Weak ankles.
She has weak ankles. Is she Scottish? She has weak ankles.
And
I have weak ankles.
I know I'm forgetting something.
A little Windex.
But that's just to name a few things. That's just the major things. I'm also diabetic, but that is super well managed for my weight, surprisingly enough. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have all the things that somebody of my weight should have, because my weight.
There's that whole campaign. There's that whole pink ribbon campaign. Don't look for it. Isn't that their slogan? Just don't look for it. What you don't know can't hurt you. That's what they like to say.
Is not based off of, or I've not gained weight from overeating. I've gained weight from lymphedema. And so it's fluid buildup, not.
It's all just water. It's all just water. It's not because she eats.
Overeating. Did I overeat as a child? Yes. But as I started to get older, that changed. And a lot of people just don't understand that just because somebody is overweight, it's not because they eat a lot. But having said that, that's the majority of my issues.
I've always been of this. I've always seen it like, maybe you can call me old fashioned, but I'm like one of those old village women who, like, I don't even want to name the devil. I don't even want to say it because I don't even want to think about it. Don't joke about something so serious. That's, about that
like
having
I said, I know
it,
I'm forgetting something, but it is what it is.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, that's what I know now. I hope that answers your question. If you haven't,
you might have cancer. Well, better. Let's not look. Let's not look. I mean, come on. It's not like, what are we going to do if we find it? Right? Better not to know. Better not to know.
More questions? Feel free to ask. As long as you ask politely, I'm all for answering any questions you pose. It just has to be asked politely. I'm going to try and do this in 3 minutes. I make no guarantees if I can accomplish that. Okay, so here we go. I have chronic migraines.
I thought I had a thick neck. Speaking of thick neck, I'm going to put on my video. I thought I had a thick neck.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Phil. I'm going to get some sweets and some pizza. I'm going off my diet a little bit today.
I thought I had a thick neck. This lady's got me beat.
I have sleep apnea, osteoarthritis in both knees, lymphedema, lipedema. I had breast cancer. They don't know if the cancer has spread because they're really not going to look for trouble since I'm showing no symptoms and my tumor count is low. I have bursitis in both shoulders.
Well, to be fair, Nirvana, I mean, compared to this other list of problems she has with all the migraines and lymphedema and lipedema, bursitis in both shoulders, weak ankles. What else did she have? No disc in her back. But none of it's caused by obesity. None of it's caused by overeating, at least. It's all fluid.
No disc between my C6 vertebrae, which leads to loss of feeling in my right hand on a regular basis.
If there is, you probably want it to be low. That's all I know. I'm as a fake doctor, I'm going to say if there's such a thing as tumor count, you probably want that number to be very low.
I also have carpal tunnel in my right arm. They say that I'm starting to get carpal tunnel in my left arm. I have, did I say lipedema? Lipedema.
Weak ankles.
Weak ankles.
No, she thinks she's Scottish. She has weak ankles. You know, small, weak ankles.
Obviously. And I know I'm forgetting something. But that's just to name a few things. That's just the main major things. I'm also diabetic.
Good point, Rose.
But that is super well managed for my weight, surprisingly enough. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have all the things that some...
She doesn't have high blood pressure, but that doesn't make sense, because if she has all this fluid buildup... Now, I know we have some people in the chat who are more who are actually like medically trained. I'm a fake doctor. I know a little bit about anatomy, at least, though. But we have some people in the audience with real medical training. Maybe you can confirm this or explain this a little better than I can. But I was under the impression that if you're retaining a lot of fluid, it's going to cause your blood pressure to go up. That having a lot of water, a lot of fluid volume in your body will cause an increase in blood pressure. I could be wrong. I don't know this for sure, but I was under that impression. So if she's so swollen with all this excess fluid like she claims, why doesn't she have high blood pressure? I mean, am I totally off base on this? If I am, I'm just thinking out loud.
Somebody of my weight should have, because my weight is not based off of...
Give her time.
I've not gained weight from overeating.
Keeps her young.
I've gained weight from lymphedema. And so it's fluid buildup, not overeating.
Yes, they are.
Did I overeat as a child? Yes, but... So apparently...
Okay, so this is a good one here. This is a clip from a couple years ago. And by the way, let me put a link to the channel I got these from, by the way. Because I got these from a channel called Wendy's World. WNDYS World. Let me put a link to her channel here. I got these videos from Wendy's World. This lady is like the Chantel of TikTok. That's what somebody called her. I think that's a great description.
4 days ago, how many days ago, I went to the store with you all on live. Somebody felt the need to take...
It is what it is. I've got a flabby belly. I can admit it.
The story that I told and other information that was untrue, and send an email to my mother saying that I'm trashing her name on TikTok and that I'm begging for money and I am just destroying everything about her. Just so you know, I am not asking anybody for money. I am not asking anybody to send me anything. But it would be stupid to say no when people want to. So if you don't want to, don't.
So this is her basically crying and complaining that people are accusing her of scamming money. But so she said she needed money for her cats to get them fixed. But then her cats are having kittens. So I don't know how.
Follow me. If you don't want to hear my stories, don't follow me. But if you insist upon emailing my family to tell them how horrible I am, at least get your facts straight. I have never once said my mother won't help me. She helps me too much.
I used to joke that she doesn't wash her fascia. And yeah, I meant I was kind of joking about the neck thing. I think I have a good size neck for a guy.
That's why she is not an option, because she already does too much for me. So I can't send her a message and say, "Hey mom, I need more help," because I'm already draining her. And I wish I wasn't, but I don't have any other options. As for me begging for money online...
Oh, thank you, Mastos. You folks are so sweet.
The only time recently that I've actually asked for help is when I was getting the animals fixed, because I was told to. Because many people said they would help me if I...
Okay, so here's her kind of the reveal, where she's making the claim. I only asked for help when I needed my animals fixed, because people said they would help me with that.
I scheduled it. So I scheduled it like I was told to. I'm sorry that offends your... sensitivities, but it is what it is. I did what I was told. I scheduled it, and
we all have to suffer sometimes, Camps. I pity. I feel your pain.
Told everybody how much it was. And by the way, it wasn't $450. It was actually $248 or something random like that, which it turned out to not even be that much. So, whatever. You don't want to follow me, you don't like what I say or what I do or how I handle myself, then stop following me. Stop watching my live streams. Stop everything. Just stop. Don't message my family anymore. Don't message randos who have nothing to do with you. Just
welcome in, Charm School Reject. I loved your comment earlier, by the way.
Move on with your life. Scroll past. Choose not interested. Just stop
Hard not to believe.
screwing up my life. They didn't think that they had to stop.
All right, this is funny here. She's driving her wheelchair, her electric wheelchair, her motorized Scooty Puff through a food drive-through here. And after this one, I've got a funny one where she's in Walmart talking about how she can't afford her food, waiting for people watching to donate money to pay for the food. She's in a Walmart streaming. As she's streaming, she's saying, "Oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that." People in the chat are sending her money to buy the groceries. What kind of gullible people are these?
So they didn't place an order. Just thought I'd let you know.
Put a hole in the floor.
Yeah, they're going to take some time to look at our menu. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing too.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
I guess. What should I try? I've never been here before.
Yes.
Some of our most popular drinks right now are.
She is very red. Thank you, oranges. Yes, she is very red and puffy. If she doesn't have high blood pressure, I'd be surprised.
Malicious, the pistachio white mocha, and the raspberry mocha.
I'm very basic. I'm what you would call a basic bitch.
I don't really follow Candy, but I'd be interested to know if what's going on with her.
And I just let's do. Do you have like a mocha latte?
Yeah, we can do a mocha latte.
Can you do like caramel mocha latte?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do a cappuccino with a little bit of caramel and mocha.
Yes, Dot. That's a great point. Let me point that out. I don't know the full details of how this lady cares for her animals. I don't know if she's a good owner or not, but I do know this, that she does not have the means to care for them. She has 9 cats, 2 support dogs. That's a lot of vet bills. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of kitty litter. If she needs to beg for money to pay for everything, how is she caring for all of these animals? It doesn't make sense. Hard to tell them apart, right? They could form a team.
Was that going to be a large?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Gotcha. A large cappuccino with caramel and mocha.
Gregathy and me are on the strong neck club. We don't get whiplash over here.
And that's it.
Go ahead, scoot over to the window.
Sounds like hoarding, doesn't
And then
it?
can you also do, how much are the smoothies? A strawberry smoothie.
She's very unlikable. So there she's getting her strawberry smoothie and her stuff at the drive-thru on her Scooty. Okay, so let me pull up a what I think is a really good one. Let me pull up my bumper here real quick. And thank you to everybody coming in. Please smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. And if you're new here, or even if you're not, be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content. Click the bell if you'd like to get alerts when I go live. And leave a comment if you're watching the replay. Thank you for coming by. Always appreciate it. Lurkers, commenters, chatters. Glad to have you fine folks. Okay, so let me pull up the correct video here. This one here. You know what? This one's kind of a long one. I'm going to do a shorter one, and we're going to save this one for next time. I'm going to do a short one here instead. This one's pretty funny, where she says, stop pretending like you know her situation.
I'm going to go over this one more time, since clearly people are...
Wait, where's the one where she says she doesn't want people to pray? Oh, here's a really good one. I have so many good ones. Okay, we're going to watch this one.
I might be going live here in a little bit, but I first and foremost want to say to all those in the UK and the Commonwealth, I'm sorry for your loss of the Queen. It's a sad day in my house too, because my mom is Scottish.
Thank you, Skinny Queen.
Whether she's a naturalized U.S. citizen or not, she's still Scottish. And she...
Well, you know what? Mouse toes, be fair. You know, one of them might have to sleep. Oh, wait a minute. One of the support dogs needs a support dog. Maybe that's what it is. Her support dog needs a support dog. That's why she has two.
Has only ever really known Queen Elizabeth, so it's a sad day. But this brings me to a favor that I want to ask.
And here's why I think she's angry. By the way, one of the reasons why I think she's angry: unrequited love. She seems to like the boys. She seems to like guys. She always has crushes on guys, and I've got a feeling the guys don't seem to crush back on her. At least not the same way she does on them. And that could lead to feeling a little bit upset. Just a theory. Yes, she does sound like the ones who are really hopeless too. Welcome in, Accidental Alien, by the way. I don't know if I welcomed you in tonight. Good to see you. Yes, hello, Lady Nighthawk. Hello, good to have you in tonight. It's a story as old as the internet at this point, but it's a good story, and I'm here for it. Or it's an interesting story. Let me say it like that.
All my followers and friends in the UK. I want to do something for my...
Y'all are so sweet. And I'll say this though. I try to keep my weight down so I can look decent, and I work on that. So I appreciate the compliments, and hopefully that inspires me to stay healthy, because that's something that I really want to do. I don't want to I don't want to get heavy again. And if vanity helps me stay healthy, then let that work, right?
My mom, that will kind of signify her history of being Scottish and remember the Queen at the same time. So if there's anybody who I would absolutely pay you back, who could get a 20-pound note or any kind of coinage with the Queen's face on it before it changes over to Charles, I will find a way for you to ship it to me, and I will pay for it. Would you be willing to help me with that? If that is something that you would be willing to help me with, please let me know. You can either send me a message on here if I'm following you, or you can message me on Instagram. But I want to do something nice for my mom and honor the Queen at the same time. So if that's possible, please let me know. Past that, I might go live here in a little bit. Like I said, I'm still waiting to see if somebody is...
something, I do agree with you. I think that it's, as much as I kind of call people out, it comes from a place of not wanting to see this. Now, I'm past the point of feeling bad for Foodie and feeling bad for people who don't care for themselves. People are that self-destructive. They don't care about themselves. I can't make myself care about them, but I don't like to see it. And I want to see people do better. And if me doing this show can lead to any of these people making themselves healthier, improving their life, in any way, I'm happy. I'm all there for it. Just say it like that. Yeah, she was in a drive-through in that video. I know I'm catching up on the chat. She was in a drive-through. Geez, I'm so far behind in the chat. Her health problems are not weight related. Yes, good point. Very good point. The dog needs a therapy dog, right?
Coming by or not, and then I will let you all know. So thanks, guys.
The death of the queen really hit her hard. That's why she needs the 20-pound note, folks. Because now the queen is gone. That's a big... And notice, and by the way, notice in the background, Build-A-Bear Workshop. These are not cheap toys. I don't go to Build-A-Bear Workshop. I don't know what they... I mean, as a guy, I don't really go there anyway. But from my understanding, they're expensive. Those are not cheap. If these are official Build-A-Bear toys, these are pricey. This is the lady who claims she's got no money. These are not some cheap knockoff stuff that she got on the internet.
Hey guys, I might be going live here in a little bit, but I first and foremost want to say to all those in the UK and the Commonwealth, I'm sorry for your loss of
Very good
the
point.
Queen.
I didn't even realize that. I didn't even consider that, to be fair. But that's a superb point. I was wondering how come her place looks so nice, and it makes sense that she has an aide.
House too, because kind of hot.
All right, let me. I got a little bit of time for one more short one. So 1 second here. Let me put on one more short one. I think we're gonna do one more short one. Second here. Here we go. I got one of her nodding out. There's no volume on this one for some reason. But there's also one where she reads tarot cards. That's what we're going to do next week. That's going to be hilarious. NFL, right? If it works, right? You got to use whatever motivation you've got. So here she is. I wish there was some volume on this one, but she's nodding out on this one. So this is, remember, keep that in mind when you think about she went to the hospital to go get the pills, or allegedly to get pills. Well, is that because your sister's gotten bigger, or because you've been working on your weight? But either way, hopefully it's for a good reason. Darn right. Yes. Oh my God, Hannibal. Thank you. This is why, Hannibal, you're the man. That is some excellent insight. Yes, she is literally, her back is a headrest. Her back is a freaking headrest. She has this lump on her back, and she's going to claim that she doesn't overeat, that this is just because of fluid. Look at that. Oh, no problem, Nirvana. It's absolutely fair. I take a little break on it every now and then myself. I mean, I do the show weekly, but I don't always watch this stuff all the time. I take little breaks in between. Okay, I think we're going to wind it down with this. This was kind of a crappy one to end it with, but you know what? It is what it is. So let me put up my little banner, and I think we're going to sign off. I didn't get to cover ALR tonight, but you know what? I don't feel bad. I think we covered a lot of really good stuff. She's from Massachusetts. Overspending of you. Oh, Yeah, I think she is depressed. And I'm not making fun of her for being depressed. But the way that she's so bitter and angry and all that kind of stuff really kind of bugs me. Yeah, I thought it was expensive. I didn't know about the details of it, but I was excited. Okay, that's what I thought. That's not somebody who's tight on money, who's buying that stuff. Yeah, she had like 4 of them, 5 of them. Yeah, she has like 4 or 5 of them. Welcome in, Twinkle Toes. We're about to shut it down, but thank you. I'm glad to see you tonight. Oh, yes, Peter. That's who she looks like. That's who she looks like. And by the way, Hannibal, are you going live tonight? Skinny Queen, are you going live tonight? I don't know if anybody's planning to. Oh, that'd be cute, though. No, she does not. She does not. She can't even fit in the frame. She reads them or she eats them. She does something. I don't know. Only put on my little music in the background too. My elevator music. I like my elevator music. Well, hopefully she'll be following your example soon, right? In her case, maybe it is. I don't know. That's going to be a good one for next week. I'd be interested to get her opinion on that. She does remind me of Job. Right? Foodie has developed a back shelf at this point. Oh, you're very welcome, everyone. Her name is A Sweet Madness. Let me type it into the chat. And let me put another link to those videos, by the way, if anybody else wants to see them. If anybody else wants the raw dog, Sweet Madness. This is on a channel called Wendy's World. Is she? Okay. You know, it's going to be tough for me to remember that, but I will try. Good night, everybody. Good night. Oh, if Now goes live, that would be fantastic. Good night, everybody. Let me just, before I sign off here, let me check something real quick. Yeah, but I don't, yeah, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Okay. Yeah. She got Twitch banned. Darn. Well, she kind of deserves it, to be fair. Hey, good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for all the compliments. Thank you for all the fantastic comments, by the way. Just absolutely. I mean, I had trouble keeping up with them, but they were awesome. They were great. Thank you so much, everybody. You're a fantastic audience. Glad to have you. I hope you enjoyed my new correspondent, Miss Nada Beezer. She does her job pretty well. Doesn't really talk back much. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Enjoy your food. Good night. Yeah, I will go see. Is Hannibal's on? I'm gonna go check him out. That's what we'll go send you a link over to Hannibal. I don't see him on yet, but you folks have his channel. I'll put the link on. I'll find it. There you go. Well, we got our own speed over here, folks. Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I gotcha. Yeah, I try to make everybody welcome here. I try not to you know, we try to make everybody here feel welcome regardless of who you are or what you do. I mean, as long as you're being a decent person, right? Glad to have you here. Absolutely. Glad to have you, everyone. All right. Good night, folks. Good night. Thank you for all coming in. You're all appreciated. Smash that like, smash that sub, and have a good night.